Hello and welcome to the United Front. How you are doing? Hope you're having a lovely weekend. As usual, we are joined with Chris, and we're going to discuss the upcoming game with Aston Villa and a few other things that transpired throughout the course of the week with Man United and all things Manchester United. First of all, how are you doing, Chris?
It is unseasonably hot here today, and I'm miserable. But otherwise, looking forward to tomorrow. Yes.
Nah, I can't wait. Can't wait. As you all know, we are hosting Aston Villa tomorrow. Nice and early, 12:30 BST kickoff. So that's 7:30 Eastern Standard here in Canada. I'm not sure where you are tuning in from. So yeah, just check your local providers and see which channels are covering it. Right, before we get into the nitty gritty stuff, please can I ask you to hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. Welcome to the channel. Please, let's help this channel grow. We need you guys to hit those reaction buttons, hit the engagement, hit the content. Let's go. Right, so Mr. Chris, Yowza. Yaza. I think. Let's start off with the nitty gritty stuff, man. I saw some stuff with the refereeing and how they're saying that maybe one or two of those decisions that against West Ham on the weekend might have been penalties, man.
Uh, Judging by the amount of screaming I did here, one of them definitely should have been. Um, I say both. I'm not a referee. Um, I miss Howard Webb at times like that, but I it's the Ronaldo factor, right? He's going to get us goals, but he's got a reputation from the past of diving. I don't see it as much now. Not that I watched him a whole lot when he wasn't with United, but
Yeah, he
yeah,
does. He does have a bit of a reputation to
yeah,
getting down a little bit easily. I mean,
it's a tough one to swallow. But at the
it
same
is.
time, you know, if you're moving at top speed and a leg lands in front of you and doesn't get the ball, that's a penalty. You know,
I look. I've chatted to a referee. A buddy of mine is a referee, and he's saying that he's gone down too easily. He's looked for it, and from his perspective, he agrees with the call. However, there was a panel on the Monday and a review and all the decisions, and the words coming out of that panel and review that maybe perhaps one of them maybe should have been given. Eh, Ronaldo's going to be under scrutiny. I mean, we heard it the other day. I don't know who reported it, but Jurgen Klopp was going off, and we've had more penalties in 2 years than he's had in 5.5 years. I don't like the stat that last year we were awarded the most penalties in the EPL. I don't like that stat. I don't
but
like the fact that you're calling Bruno Fernandes Penandes. I'm not enjoying those. I got to be honest. So I'm a little bit, in a way, a little bit happy that maybe they're going to be a little bit harder on Ronaldo.
sure, no, I can agree with that. But I mean, at the same time, if we're being awarded penalties and they should be awarded, it speaks to United as well, right? We're in the box trying to score goals, and they're being brought down. It can go both ways. And what player that gets brought down at all or feels any contact in the area doesn't go down looking for a penalty?
Yeah, true story. True story.
Not that I agree with it, because I don't. But we can't just single out Ronaldo for that either, because I've seen numerous strikers do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Messi's also guilty of going down a little bit too easy.
Yeah, 100%.
A little bit too easy, my personal opinion. Um, do you think we look for penalties a bit too much? I did, yeah. I saw Mark Noble saying, the Lingard tussle, which that was a foul, clear foul, and don't say Lingard's diving, but he is going down a little bit too easily. And do you think that's a directive from the coach or uh, a bit of
Yeah.
yeah?
I can't see it being a directive from the coach. I can't see Ollie being that style of manager. Again, I could be wrong. I'm not in the dressing room. I don't know what these players are being told, but it's to me it's 50-50 with the players. They want to win games. They feel the contact. They feel that they may be able to get a penalty. They go down. I get it. They want to score a goal or have Bruno at the spot to score a goal.
But that is it that kind of pressure and that kind of public scrutiny for them to be doing so well that perhaps they feel the need. I don't. It's a touchy one.
I mean, even in the past when Ferguson was there, people complained that United got too many penalties. It's not. This isn't new news.
Yeah. It's a tough one. It's a very tough one.
Yeah.
Tough one.
But I mean, any manager is going to back up their team, well, hopefully in public, and say that we're not looking for them. But if the shoe was on the other foot, Klopp, he would take the penalties if they could. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's just a grumpy old coach. But I mean, we saw it with Wenger as well. There's always these games at management level. Getting under the skin of rivalry managers and all of that.
Yeah, there's you have to. It's part of the management. Yeah,
absolutely. So, sorry about that. Just hold on. Okay, so looking forward to Villa. I think we got that out the way. I think, United fans can be a little bit hard done by. I think West Ham fans can also be a little bit hard done by. I think the challenge by Aaron van Bissaka was also a pen. I'm not sure why that wasn't given. So, look, I think as long as we get consistency from the referees, that's all that matters. At least you know. So, yeah. Anyways. Enough of the referees. Let's not get into trouble with them. We know they're listening. Sorry, Mike Dean.
Our under 23s just scored against Everton.
Oh, lovely. So was that 2-0 now?
1-0, unless...
Oh, no, you're a little bit behind then.
Oh, that's great.
Ilanga put it in off a Shawshire shot, deflection, and then just a tap in, I believe. Just reading the notes just before we went live. So, looking forward to Villa. We've got Cristiano Ronaldo in superb form. Let's be honest here. Nobody expected him to get 4 of 3?
4 and 3, yeah. 4 and 3.
Now he's coming up against Aston Villa, and it's his dream side in the Premier League. It's his side he scored the most goals.
Yeah, I see a 3-1 victory for us tomorrow. I'd like to say 3-0, but we seem to just keep conceding the odd goal.
Yeah, we leaky. Don't worry, Maguire, Varane, that partnership's going to work out. I got a good feeling about that. I'm quite happy with that one.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to grow.
Managers already pointed out that, hey, we need to stop the leaking of the goals. So he knows that. We need to address that. Is what it is. Villa carrying in some good form. I was listening to Ole. He speaks highly of them. So
they're a good side.
2019, they were almost relegated. 2020, they had Jack Grealish. 2021, I'm calling 4-1, man. I think we're going to give him stick. I think the guys after the loss on the weekend, I think the first team members are going to step up and show, hey, there's a reason we're first team members. And I think they're gonna come out, make a statement. We're gonna hit the ground running, and come out fast. Just a feeling, just the vibes that we're getting. You can read Twitter and you get a sense of a feel. I mean, it is what it is. We got a lot of people calling Ollie Watkins hat trick and McGinn hat tricks, and I don't know. Maybe these people aren't educated in football.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's a dig at
no,
some of the people in the chat.
trying to find the right words, but
Uh,
we'll stick with that.
yeah, so look, I don't see Villa being. I mean, we've had great form against them over the last 14 years. I think we've won 60% or 70% and
Hmm.
only drawn a handful. I think the last time they beat us was 2007. So
It's been a while.
look, but however, it is at Old Trafford, which makes me a little bit nervous. If we were playing at Villa Park, I would happy days, happy days. We have an amazing away record, but we need to shore up Old Trafford again. We have to, and I think this is the game. If we're gonna sit and send shivers down the EPL, down the table,
This is the game to do it.
we need a statement game, and this is the statement game.
Yeah, yeah, 100%. Totally agree with that. It's needed. I always say at the end of the day, the most important thing is the 3 points, but it's Manchester United. We need to score goals and scare. We've got what 76,000 fans at Old Trafford. That needs to be a fortress. People need to be scared to walk out of that tunnel.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. We used to have beaten players before the match even kicked off in the Ferguson era.
Yep.
So a buddy of mine sent me a list of the starting 11 for the Champions League final, and that we won. And the caption read "Legendary 11," and I'm looking at this and I'm like, Giggs didn't start because he was injured. Okay, and as for a legendary, we had Carrick and Fletcher in the midfield, or Carrick and Scholes in the midfield. Our backs were Patrice Evra and I don't. Did Neville start that game? I think he did.
I think he did.
I think he did. And I looked at this and I said, "Will best 11?" I'm like, no, there's no Beckham in there. There's no Keane in there. There's no Hughes in there. There's no Kiggs in there. And I'm like, you go back to the Ferguson era, and we didn't have the superstars we have now.
We
I
didn't
mean,
need them.
we have an absolute star-studded lineup. Our B team should be able to beat half the league. Should, but
Sure.
Wednesday proved that to be a bit of a challenge. Although, in saying that, we still had 27 shots.
Mm-hmm.
So we created 27 attempts, which is good going. We didn't have the quality on the end of it because we only had 6 on target. Okay, different story. But now with all of these superstars in the United team, all of them, okay, we have to, we keep reiterating the statement game, and we need we need to win the micro battles in every position. And Villa's going to be a tough one to attack, tough one to pick apart. Do we have the quality? Do we have that?
I think it'll boil down to stamina with this game. I think after the 55th minute, that's when Villa will start to slow down, and that's when the quality will really start to show for United. It's my own personal thoughts.
I think we need a key performance from McTominay
Mm-hmm.
again.
Again.
Him and Fred actually work well, and look, I know United supporters are hard on Fred, and I totally get it. The guy, he doesn't look like a footballer, but what he does do exceptionally well is he puts in the kilometers, he puts in the miles, he runs his little backside off up and down that field for 90 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish he had a little bit more of a better touch and a bit more of a football brain, because he could honestly be exceptional. He could be, but he's not. It's understandable. But
he could be that box to box midfielder.
he can absolutely play the role. But I don't know what it is with Fred. I don't know if he just gets super excited and that's what happens. But you know, you watch a bit of training videos and you get the clips on Twitter and all of that. I think that he's got a bit of skill. He's got a shot. But I don't know why it doesn't get seen in the games. I don't know why it's never on target in the games. But you know, he does a lot of work at the training grounds, and he does a lot of hustling and bustling, man.
Yeah,
So,
and if every player put that much work into the game, they'd be unstoppable. But we don't, we don't get to see every player doing that.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see there was talks today about in Ole's press conference a possible pairing, a United with two frontmen. When was the last time we saw that?
My dream.
Absolutely, it's my dream.
Oh, you think back to some of those partnerships like York and Cole, and even Rooney, Ronaldo. Go back to the '80s. It's just
There's always been a partnership.
I really think that's what we need. Just bang those goals in.
Yeah.
Which brings it back to that striking fear into every opponent, right?
Well, that's it. I mean, I'm a little bit of nostalgia still flowing around, and I still can't believe Ronnie's in, and you're getting all the goal, and you watch United goals during our good years. We were getting goals from anywhere on the park.
Yeah,
we seem to be having that now. We got Jesse Lingard is in a bit of form, scoring some spectacular goals. We've got Bruno as always. Now we've got Cavani who's fit and he's travelled, and Ronaldo. Dare I say it, we see them in a pairing with 80 minutes to go, 70 minutes to go, depending on the game situation. We might see a 4-4-2 United.
I feel like in my heart that's what I want to see. I miss it. I want to be entertained. I want two great strikers at the front scoring goals. I want them coming from everywhere, but that partnership, yeah, it's unfortunate it didn't happen 10 years ago. I'll take it now.
If we look at the Moyes, the post Ferguson era, have we had any good partnerships? We've had dribbles of goals from all over the show, but never a partnership.
Nope.
And nobody formidable. I think we've been lacking a goal scorer for 7. Well, when did Van Persie leave? And then we had Ibra, and then we did okay. And then
he got it, and then he was injured.
And then ACL. I mean, geez, unlucky. But then he comes back from it at like 38. We had Lukaku. It just didn't work. We've never had that pairing, and I think Cavani Ronaldo might just be it.
Yeah,
excited to see it. Excited to see it. Chad, are you excited to see it? Stanley Hayden, who is VDB?
Who?
VDB. Yeah,
oh, Van de Beek.
Oh,
Donnie.
No,
Donnie.
I call him DVB. Anyways, doesn't matter. Okay, there we go. Fair enough. Donnie looks a lost kid. He looks like a deer in headlights. But and don't give me this, he needs game time. Look, the ball to Greenwood was superlative. I thought it was Bruno. I do apologize to those fans I maybe criticized. But I looked at his stat, and the biggest stat for me was the possession stat, because he's not an attacking midfielder. Okay,
nope.
That's not the role he needs to play. He might be an attacking midfielder, but that's not the role the club needs him to play. The club needs him to be the pivot player. He needs to be able to receive the ball and pass the ball on. And there were times I saw the guy at left back, right back. Fucking Dallo was in front of him. What is Donny doing Where? And then he's so slow. So slow on the ball.
I
The play is slow. Everything is just slow about him.
Yeah, I've noticed when he gets the ball, if he's going to be in the position like the pivot as we need him, it's like he doesn't know where anybody else is, and he has to stop. And that to me was part of like Paul Scholes, the great game that he played. The ball could land at his feet, and he knew where everyone was, and he could land the ball at their feet.
Well, that's it. Paul Scholes is a machine, absolute machine.
Yeah.
Don't, as you say,
Even Carrick. Carrick did a great job with that after Christmas every year when he finally found his form. But I mean, he's what, 23 years old? I could be wrong. He's young. He should be faster. The energy should be there. And if he has that footballing brain, he should know where everyone on the pitch is. If you're in the middle, you should be on a swivel, know where everyone is, the ball lands at your feet. You should know where the ball is going to go before you even get it.
Well, that's exactly my argument. He should not be 15 yards from the sideline.
Right.
He should be stuck in a channel, halfway line, big box, big circle, in and around there, always in a place to receive the ball. Mm-hmm. And then he's got to look up, or he shouldn't have to look up. He should know, hey, I got this guy on my right, that guy on my left. It's not like he's new to the system. He's been at training for 2 years. It's his second season.
And has played professionally for a long time.
Look, I'm not taking anything away from him as a baller. I think the guy's got skill. The pass showed it. There's glimpses, there's hopes, but in a United shirt, I'm sorry, he looks lost. He looks lost.
To be a fantastic player at Everton.
Yeah, absolutely. Villa, Everton, Leeds, maybe
Leicester.
Leicester.
Even I think he could do a job at Leicester. He just doesn't fit the mold of what we need right now.
Yeah, maybe I still heard reports that Ole didn't want him.
Yeah,
in the
beginning,
beginning,
like he was bought just to make a signing.
Knew, hey, it's a buddy connection. Hey, yeah.
Got some money burning in our pocket. Let's make the fans happy.
Little bit of an upsetting tweet I saw today. Apparently, Ole's out by Christmas.
Why?
Random. It was something to do with 3 years, no trophies, 17 competitions, that whole story. And I'm like, but guys, we've played the best looking football. We finished in the best places we have finished besides Mourinho winning Europa.
We're in third place, tied on points. Liverpool and Chelsea, two spots above Man City.
Yeah, I think the biggest problem is everybody wants Champions League, and people just need to understand it's the toughest competition in any footballing freaking thing. So these people that just want Champions League, fuck off already, because like it's irritating. Okay, we need to be focusing on the league, and we need to be focusing on FA Cup.
It took Alex Ferguson 13 years to win the Champions League.
He's only won it once and twice in like 30 years.
Twice, yeah. And then it was another decade before he won it again.
Yeah, I know. So
I would love to see us win the Champions League.
Of course,
why wouldn't I want that? But the league needs to be the focus right now. The rest it's gravy.
Yeah, absolutely, it's gravy, man. It's gravy. You know, Champions League is Champions League, but we need to be focusing on the league. I think the league, we need to cement our authority in England again before we even think about UEFA Champions League. And if we do well in Champions League, it is a bonus. We need these next before international break again. These league games, that's where we need to be focusing our pressure. Yes, I know we've got Villa on
100%.
Tuesday. We got is it Tuesday or Wednesday night? We're hosting Villa.
Um,
Villarreal. Tuesday, I
I think
think it
so.
is. Yeah, yeah.
Tuesday.
Okay.
I love the
From that
uh,
game, we have the toughest run
when,
up until
when,
November.
Wednesday, 4 p.m. 4 p.m.
Wednesday.
my time, 3 p.m. your time.
3 p.m. Nice. Nice. Yeah, so I think Ronaldo's going to dominate. I think Ronaldo's going to absolutely dominate Villa this weekend. But with that saying, team selection, we got Villarreal on Wednesday. The game's on Saturday, that's good recovery time. I like the spread. It's also the
Mm-hmm.
early Saturday game. It was going to be the late game. Thank goodness for a concert happening down the road at I think it's at the cricket club or I don't know. But yeah, so good recovery times. How do you think that's going to affect the starting lineup?
Not a lot, but we've got depth, like we've talked about. You know, if we were to take Greenwood off and put Sancho on, sure. I don't know how far Rashford is away from coming back, but I mean, he looks fit in training from what I can tell. Maybe he'll be back. Uh, it's still early days in the season. People still have energy. I mean, I think we'll be all right.
Yeah,
I don't see
I'm not too worried.
no. I don't see wholesale changes happening in any of the games. You know, to be the odd switch, but Cavani's back now too. You know, if we do only play with one striker tomorrow, play Cavani on Wednesday.
I just got a feeling, depending on the situation of the game and how we're chasing it, we might see the two of them on the park together at the same time. I think we're going to either get 60 minutes from Ronaldo. If we're 2-0 up after 60, you'll see Ronaldo come off. He'll be rested.
Yeah, he won't be happy.
I know he won't be happy, but that's the Ferguson way. And I think it's the United way, and I think it's Ole's way as well. Yeah, you saw Ferguson always protected his players. Always protected his players.
As he should.
As he could. As much as he could. As much as he could. So I think we could see that. I don't know. Sancho, Greenwood to start, Villa. I don't know which one it's going to be, because it's going to be one or the other.
I picked Greenwood.
Some are saying Sancho, and I'm saying we got 90 minutes out of Sancho in the Carabao Cup. We saw 20 minutes of Greenwood, and wow, what a performance. I mean, he absolutely lit up Old Trafford in that 20 minutes he was playing. Do you think it was good enough to get him a start?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Greenwood should start as many games as he can.
I would love to see Greenwood starting, man. Every single game. I would love to see him starting. But he's also young, man. I think he might be holding an injury. I've got to be honest. Just with the exclusion out of the England squad and the amount of game time, I thought Greenwood would have started every single game, to be perfectly honest with you. And he's not. So you start to ask the question. Why?
Could be, like you said, manager protecting him at the same time. He is still young. Don't put too much expectation on his shoulders.
But the form he's in, you can't leave him out with the form. You got to manage the form. If you see the form dipping, bring him in, gentle. But he's so hot, man. Come on, he should be playing.
Oh, I want to see him start every game. I love when I see his name on the team sheet. I agree with that 100%. But who knows what all these tactics are when it comes to Greenwood.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I mean, he's got so many choices. We've got like Martial, Cavani, Rashford soon, Ronaldo, Sancho. I mean, we can put 11 strikers on the field, I believe.
Not far off.
Man, I just want to see attacking football. I don't really care if we concede 5 goals. I really don't. As long as we score 6.
I've said it to you before. I want to be entertained. I want to see a United side running up and down the wings, getting balls into the box, scoring goals. If we've got Greenwood on the right and Rashford on the left with Cavani and Ronaldo in the middle, my God, if that isn't going to be entertaining for us, we can just throw it in.
Do you think we have the potential to run 4-3-3?
Yeah, I think so. But I don't know.
Like, how
I
would you to incorporate Ronaldo and Cavani? We discussed this on episode 1 or episode 2. How do you incorporate those two players? I mean, they're going to be chasing the same balls in the box. Uh, I mean, how quickly do you think they can develop an understanding?
uh, Between the two of them and uh, the word I'm looking for, I don't know. They've been
Chemistry.
professionals. Yeah, chemists. Well, they've been professionals for a really long time. They've been playing for a really long time. With the experience that they have, I don't see why they can't build that chemistry quickly. They're not two young players, both.
Yeah, they know what the bigger goal is. They're after
Right,
the same
exactly.
things.
Yeah, Ronaldo didn't come back to score goals. He
No.
came, well, he did, but he came back to win trophies.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not on a vacation. You can see it. The way he's acting, the way he's performing,
Mhm.
the way he's playing. And we hear it from the coach all the time. I mean, the work he's done on and off the park is immense.
Mhm.
Immense. It's a
Yeah,
Ronaldo
and
factor.
and he's just going to drag everybody up there with him.
Well, that's it. That's it. And as I said to you, Ilanga, Ahmed Diallo, Shawshire, these are the kids I am most excited for, because even Hannibal, learning from Ronaldo, just setting the example, like absolutely over the moon for those young
Hmm.
players. And as I said to you, I think we're going to be in a good, healthy position 2, 3, 4, 5 years time, just with the squad we're building around us. If we get the 3-year backing of Ole, I'm telling you now, this team will win Champions League. It
Hmm.
will. It has the potential. We have all the moldings. We have all the gellings. It's there. It's there. We just please, a little bit of patience. Stop with the Ole out. We don't need it. We really don't need it.
You can't just expect instant success
No.
after so many years of the team basically falling
Floundering.
apart.
Yeah.
Yeah, um, it's a rebuild. You need to build a foundation before you can build a house. The same goes for this team. The foundations are there. Things are being built. It, this is going in the right direction. And all the ollie outs, like if you want to complain about your manager and get them sacked every 2 years, go be a Chelsea fan. That's not what United is. Not to me, anyway.
No, not to me either. Not to me either. The United way to me is giving 110% and dying for the badge.
Yeah.
Okay, and what you lacked in skill and all of this is you made up in effort. Effort.
Mm-hmm. Heart.
So Stanley has posed the question to you: how much is the house going to cost if the foundation has cost as much as the lot have spent?
How much is the foundation going to cost?
Yeah,
The found the, the foundation was built last year. To me now, this this is building the rest. This is making it pretty. This is picking out the siding. We're we're on the right track. I don't know if United are going to win the title this year. We're going to be up there, but in the next 2 years, this side absolutely can finish in first place.
Stan, does that answer your question, Mr. Hayden? I think what Chris is saying, I mean, Ole came in and he rooted out all the bad. Now
Yeah.
we're surrounded with a lot of good, and now it's applying the polishing, the polishing touches, the polish. I think we are polishing, and I know you guys are going to say polishing a turd, but we're not a turd. We're actually a really good side, really deep side, really. It does, but I don't agree. I think we are still 3 teams stronger than you. I still think there are still 3 teams stronger than you. Stan, I don't disagree with you. I mean, Man City, look how deep that squad is. Chelsea, I think, had the best transfer. But they're going, as you say, if they don't win it, they're just going to clean house, buy another 11 and try again.
Yep.
And that's Abramovich for you. The third one ahead, I hope you're not referring to it being Arsenal.
Oh.
Because I don't see another team ahead of United in England.
No.
Where we are now. Stan, your thoughts? Yeah, please, Stan. Please enlighten us. Who are the 3 teams?
I mean, to speak to that, Chelsea are an incredible side right now. The management there is working for them. I don't see City doing it this year.
I don't. I see cracks in the floor. Pep said, "I'm going to fight all 6 of their fans." That's upset the fans. We've seen Pep come out and say he's done next year.
Mm-hmm.
So
the players don't want to hear that. The players don't want to hear that.
Absolutely, and they failed. Yeah, we are talking the most money wage. I think they are. They've got like 42 superstars. They couldn't beat. Who did they play on Saturday? The mighty some nobodies. That's how bad it was, man. They couldn't score a goal. Why is nobody Pep out? Hey, Man City. Who did they play? Man City. I know they're playing Chelsea this coming weekend, and I think it's going to be a ball fest. I'm going with the Chelsea win, 1-0.
Go with the Chelsea win on that.
Yeah. Man City. Who did they play, man? It was a ball fest. It was a snooze. They didn't get a single shot on in the second half. Southampton.
Right.
Yeah.
0-0.
Yeah. 0-0.
Yeah.
Southampton. And they didn't look like they were going to penetrate Southampton. Absolutely not. And he has the world's best attacking, star-studded, this, that, and the rest. Come on, man. Come on. Bro. They should all be Pep out. Fire him. Build a new squad. Man City are in ruins. And then to rub salt, how do you take this? They go on to play, is it Wycombe? I don't know how you even say that.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it.
In the Carabao Cup, and they fielded the entire first team. Like, if it's going to be Chelsea on Sunday, it's the team that walked out. I mean, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Foden, Torres, Palm. I mean, come on. And they absolutely obliterated that team, 6-1. But do it in the league. Do it against Southampton. Oh, you couldn't. Didn't we score 9 against Southampton last year or the year before? Which year?
No. I think it was last year.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Ole with no Ronaldo scored 9. Pep with...
but pick him out.
Yeah, Pep with Jesus. Mahrez, Grealish, Foden. Hey, couldn't even score anything against Southampton. Pep's done. Pep's, that's it. He doesn't have any tactical awareness.
And to speak on that too, so we fielded our second side,
and so did West Ham.
Right.
They also had just as many changes as we did,
which I didn't expect West Ham to do at all. But that was the game. And then, what about those second? The second team for City. What about the players that sit on the bench? To not be able to play that League Cup game, that's gonna piss them off.
Yeah, like absolutely. Look, I don't know what's going through Pep's head to field that kind of squad against that kind of team. There was no need. One's if Foden picks up an injury. One's if De Bruyne's
Yeah,
out again. I mean, it's just, come on, ridiculous. But anyways, the noisy
if I was
neighbors, they can go
if
jump up.
yeah, but if I was on that bench and Pep didn't start me in a game like that, why would I want to give him anything when he does call upon me? Those are the games he should be starting players that don't get to play every week in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Ollie gets it. Moyes gets it. I just don't see City doing what they've been doing in the last few years. I think Chelsea are going to be our hardest to catch.
Yeah, I called Chelsea to win the league before we signed Ronaldo. I'm still calling perhaps the smart money is to put it on Chelsea. I do think we can contend for the title.
Yeah.
But fortunately, Chelsea have a history of going off the boil around Christmas when we kind of put on
Get stronger.
Yeah. So hopefully that continues, and then I think it's going to be an interesting season, very long season. I mean, we're only in game week 6, so 33 games.
32 to go. Yeah.
Yeah, 33 including this one, I guess. Yeah. So I mean, I think I do think we're one of the top 3 in England, but we have to cement it. On paper, we definitely up there. League performance last year suggests we're up there. It's what we do now. The next 5 games before the 6-7 games before the international break, this is the key. We need to come out tomorrow and absolutely stamp our authority, no questions asked. We have to.
Agreed.
Otherwise, you're never going to have that psychological fear, the fear factor for opposition teams coming, for starters.
Yeah, teams come to Old Trafford now expecting to score goals. No, that's no.
Shouldn't happen.
No.
Shouldn't happen at all.
That's not right.
Shouldn't happen at all. I don't. Yeah, we need to turn Old Trafford into a fortress again.
Mm-hmm.
We used to look at European Cup ties in the Champions League and say, hey, don't worry, we play our first game away, we hold them to 0-0, we bring them to Old Trafford and we thump them. And the best of the best of Europe couldn't come to Old Trafford and win. We beat Barcelona at home. Fine, Real Madrid beat us, but that was a Cristiano Ronaldo goal, is what it is. But it's always been a fortress. We don't have that fortress, and we need that authority game. We need that one game we say, hey, shit, we got to watch this United side. We got to just be wary of them. And I don't think sides are wary of us.
No, and the fans are back now. I think it's going to help.
Yeah, speaking of fans, did you see that they applied for standing thing? That's going to be interesting. I think that's going to change the whole vibe, the whole mood, whole atmosphere. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. I didn't expect to see it, but I know with tragedies that have happened in the past why they got rid of them. But if it's done right, why not?
Well, that's it. It's got to be done right. Absolutely, It's got to be done right. There's a reason they were taken away. Let's see. Can we be civilized? Can we be humane? Can we just please don't cock it up.
Don't pack 30,000 people in a space for 10.
Yeah. Do it properly. Do it properly. So team selection for this weekend. Can we get your match day 11 there?
We can. I think you and I are spot on after we spoke earlier. Yeah. Where is my app? I've got De Gea at the back, Shaw at left back, Wan-Bissaka at right back, Maguire, Varane in the middle, McTominay and Fred in front of them, and Greenwood, Fernandes, and Pogba, and Ronaldo at the top.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be the same starting lineup. I don't see it varying too much from that. As for reserves, do you know who went with? Who's on the bench?
Not sure.
I know Cavani's travelled with them.
I caught that. No, Didn't have a chance to
No,
check.
I didn't see either. I didn't see. I suppose we'll get it tomorrow when we wake up. Or if we up at the wee hours of the morning, we'll see the photos of the players arriving at the hotel. They'll be there early. Yeah. Score prediction.
3-1.
I've gone with 4-1. I've gone with a Ronaldo brace, Greenwood and Bruno, the other two scorers.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I set Ronaldo as my captain on my fantasy squad this week, so and dropped Bruno, so Bruno will probably get a hat trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
I would say Ronaldo brace and Greenwood with a goal.
3-1, 2-1. Okay, 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah,
Locking
and
it in.
I don't know who's going to score for Villa, but I figure they'll bounce one in somehow.
Yeah, we just leaky at the back, and that will tighten up a bit. Varane and Maguire just need to establish the partnership.
Yeah, a little more time.
Not too worried there. I'm not too worried there. I mean, even the West Ham goal in the Carabao Cup, they came at us hard in the first 10, 15 minutes, and I thought we played pretty okay for the next 40, 65 minutes. It's an okay performance, not great performance.
But great teams, and I mean, this is different where we did lose. Great teams have to grind out results. Not every game is going to be numerous goals. Sometimes it's going to be 1-0. And the side that played on Wednesday, they had the ability to grind out a result. You got unlucky. You said there was 27 shots on
27 shots, 6
on goal.
Target. So
yeah,
that's the Cavani, that's the Ronaldo missing.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and this is a team that hasn't played together. I mean, maybe just training ground games, and Ole's obviously got his starting 11 and his second 11, so we don't know the dynamics on the training ground are. But from a team that hasn't played together, 27 shots. I'm okay with 27 shots.
Yeah, those are me playing FIFA online stats.
My FIFA is shocking at the moment.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, FIFA 22 just launched. So that's exciting.
When does it drop?
No, I think it drops soon. I think it's dropped already. I saw some demos of it. I think.
I know it's October this year. I've pre-ordered.
Good stuff.
Might have to take a sick day.
Yeah, bit of FIFA. Yeah, nothing wrong with a bit of FIFA. Yeah. Look, I mean, we're talking about Ole and his technical abilities and all of that. Going back to the Carabao Cup, but you had Ilanga come on at right back. So, at the end of the game, granted, West Ham had multiple shots, but I mean, the game was so open and we were chasing it. I expected that. But we did well. We did okay for a team that hasn't played together, no chemistry, no gel, and we created that many chances. It was a good thing to see. It was a good thing to see. I use these Carabao Cup games not for team results, but for individual performances. It's the games where you need to see the guy puts up his hand and says, "Bruno, I'm coming for your spot."
Yeah, it's a good litmus. It's a good litmus test for all those players that aren't starting.
Did you see anybody who said maybe, "Hey, look at me"? Did you see any of that? Be honest, because I didn't.
No, not really. I was hoping to see Donny play a better game, but no such luck.
No, none. I think Teles looked rusty.
And I mean, we can give that up to coming back from injury. I get it.
Yeah, I get it. But Donny has no excuses. He's been with the squad 2 years. He looked lost. He looked like a deer. But anyway, I think we're harping on Donny too much. I think it's a touchy subject between supporters, club fans, Donny fans. I think he needs to move on.
I like the kid. I think he's quality, but he's a Tom Cleverley for me.
Yeah, he is. I was a huge Cleverley fan. Huge.
Same.
Loved him.
Yeah, I remember the exhibition game and at the Rogers Center. Cleverley looked great. I was excited, and my excitement waned pretty fast.
Yeah, but you see, we don't see a lot of things that happen on the training ground and
Yeah.
and all of that. So we've covered results, we covered predictions, we've covered team news, and I think we've been through our topics.
We've done it.
Well done, Chris. Well done.
We're all grown up.
We are all grown up, buddy. We are all grown up. Yeah, man. So I'm super excited for tomorrow. I won't lie.
Same.
Super excited. Super excited. I think there's a lot of positivity around the club at the moment, and it's great. It's great.
Yeah, I think tomorrow we're going to show what we can do.
Where do you think it's going to be won on the park? Give us your final.
Where what?
Where do you think it's going to be won on the park? Because we talk about micro battles between players positioning, and you got to win those micro battles. So which is the key micro battle for you for a Villa triumph? Well, for a United triumph.
I think McTominay is going to shine tomorrow in midfield. I think he's going to get things going. Villa will attack, and he's going to be that player to that pivot player that we need. Yeah, I think he's.
I think he's going to solidify this team. I do totally agree with that.
Yeah, I think mid that area of the midfield. Not so much going forward. I think that's where we're going to win the game.
Yeah, for me, I think it's going to be key the Maguire-Varane partnership. I think that little battle. I expect a lot of aerial attack from Villa, a lot of set pieces. It is the Villa way, and I think if we get a good, strong performance out of those, giving our guys a platform to go forward on. And I think the guys are going to oblige and go forward. And I think we're going to go forward really hard, really fast from the beginning.
Yeah.
So
come out of the gate strong.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Okay, Chris, any final words for our viewers?
I've got nothing. I think we covered everything. I'm excited for tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. Right, chat, please don't forget, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the follow button, please hit the like button, the reaction button, anything, bad, good.
Share, hit the share button.
All of it, chat. Really, it helps the channel grow. The more it grows, the more we can do, the more we can bring on, the more we can cover. We're hoping to get some United players on the podcast. I know McTominay listens, and I know Rashford listen. No, just kidding, chat. But we're getting there. We're not as big as the other guy. Won't mention his name, but we're getting there. Chat. We're growing nicely. All thanks to your support. So much love from me
and me,
and we'll see you soon.